Thank you. On behalf of the board member of the Human Rights, I will read the history of the May 11th. Honorable Member of Congress, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On May 11, 1990, Dr. Nguyễn Đăng Quế, on behalf of Nonviolent Movement for Human Rights in Vietnam, courageously released a manifesto calling to the Vietnamese government to respect the fundamental human rights, adopt multi-party political system, and restore the people's right to choose their leader through free and fair election. For this peaceful and principled act, Dr. Quế was arrested and sentenced 20 years in prison in 1991. In recognition of his courage and brother called justice, May 11 was officially designated as the Human Rights Day in the Commonwealth of Virginia in 1994. This effort was led by Excellency Alan Mayer and supported by 8 co-sponsors of the Virginia General Assembly. In his statement, Assemblyman Mayer affirmed that Dr. Quế manifesto echoed the value found in the U.S. Declaration of Independence and our national commitment to liberty and justice. Shortly after, thanks to the determined advocate of Vietnamese American community, the movement gained national momentum. Congresswoman Leslie Byrne, she's sitting right in front of us, and Senator Charlie Robb introduced the resolution H.R. 333 and S.R. 168 that will later merge into a joint resolution S.J. 168 on May 1994. And President Bill Clinton signed this resolution into law by Public Law 103-258, officially designate May 11 as the Vietnam Human Rights Day in the United States. Since that day, Human Rights Day has served as a powerful reminder, both within Vietnam and globally, of the enduring struggle for freedom of thought, political participation, religious liberty, and human rights dignity. It stands as a symbol of solidarity with those who continue to face oppression for symbol seeking most basic human rights. Each year, we gather not only to commemorate this day, but to renew our shared commitment to support Vietnamese people aspiration for free and democratic futures. The journey continues, and our voice, united in purpose, remain essential is that ongoing struggle. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Destiny. May I have the honor to invite Ms. Leslie Byrne onto the stage. Ms. Leslie Byrne is a businesswoman and politician in 1992. She became the first woman elected to the United States House of Representatives from the Commonwealth of Virginia. Congresswoman Byrne was the first sponsor of the resolution designating May 11, 1994 as Vietnam Human Rights Day. Please welcome Ms. Byrne.
Xin chào. Dear friends, and you, after 31 years, I believe you are my friends. I've been here every year, waiting for human rights, every year. As many of you have, I know you noticed the fall of Saigon yesterday. We were very sad. It's a sad occasion. But here in America, I look at it as a new window that opened. Because our country, America, is so much richer because of the Vietnamese Americans who came. They showed us about their culture, their love for art, their education values, all of these things they brought with them. And so we should celebrate our immigrants, celebrate our Vietnamese immigrants and all the immigrants that come here. Because you know what? Unless you're Native American, we're all immigrants. We are all immigrants who come here to make this country better. I'm reminded of this Human Rights Day, and I come and point out certain cases that need to be looked into over the years. Excuse me. And I can't sugarcoat this. It's not as good as it was last year. Things are slipping, and they're slipping because of the United States pulling out aid, USAID. It's slipping because we're not on the forefront of trade with Vietnam anymore. We've pulled back from that because of tariffs. Those may not have made progress as fast as we wanted, but they did make progress because we had a voice and some leverage in Vietnam because of those institutions. And now those institutions are folding. And we see it all across the world. Whether it's communism or whether it's fascism, and I've said this before, they're two sides of the same coin, because their job is to take away the rights of their people. The only way they survive is to be powerful and close down the will of their people. Make sure that they don't have the religious freedom. Make sure they don't have the right to vote. Make sure they don't have a voice in their government. These are things that are common to both communists and fascists. And we have to watch this all over the world because it's growing. This is the thing that scares me, and I wish I had a better message today because I've devoted my life to human rights. And I want a better message, and the only way that we can get this message out is for everybody to talk to your neighbors, to your friends, to your church groups, to your synagogues, to your temples, whatever it is, about human rights across the world. The Declaration of Human Rights that was signed in the United Nations in the 40s, 1945-6, was a guarantee to everybody of these basic human rights. And we have to add our voices still to uphold those human rights. Wherever they are abrogated, wherever they are stepped on, we've got to make sure people know. We are the voice of restoring those human rights. We have to be. Because if Vietnam loses their human rights, and all these other nations, we've seen it in Hungary, we're seeing it in Turkey, and yes, we're even starting to see it here. If we don't speak out, they will be gone. And we are, for our children, for our grandchildren, and in some cases for our great-grandchildren, we are saving their future by speaking out and demanding that all citizens of the world, Vietnam and every other country, has the basic human rights that were promised in 1946 in the UN. So I want to say to you, thank you for standing with us. Thank you for being here today. I know that it's a combination of sadness and happiness with yesterday's events. Many of you have strong ties to Saigon and South Vietnam, and I understand that. But your ties to the United States has made us a better country. You have made us a more prosperous country, a more educated country, and I thank you for that. And if I get this right, somebody might give me a prize. Zim Kan Thank you very much.